All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. We're going to have update number 6 here. I'm going to take a look at this week's performance. Today, I also want to look at Rend a little bit. Now that everything imports automatically, it's an incredible program. There's a lot of information. Personally, more information than I think that I need, but it's still good to look at it, and it's nice for other people that get a little bit more into the stats to look at it. So we'll take a look at that as well today. We got our new stats here on the right side of the screen. As you'll see, we're at 37 big Q, about to cross the 38 big Q mark. We've got some new stones there. Everything's free to play moving forward. Let's see, what do we got for research? 2.23, so that's bumped up, another little bit. That's just kind of getting slow moving as the labs are just starting to increase. So with that in mind, let's jump into a few things here. As you can see, we're in run right now. Just popped second wind here. I'm doing about, we'll take a look at the run history. Generally doing anywhere from a little over 11 to 12. As you can see here, 11.6. And a huge thing this week, everyone. New personal best by a decent amount, almost 100 waves on Legends. So that was fantastic. Also, highest placement I've ever had, 6th place. So we got 10 keys. So that's huge. We're 8 keys away from getting auto restart. I mean, that could be Tuesday, so that could be coming up quick. I would imagine for sure by the end of this coming week, we'll have auto restart between 2 tournaments. So that's awesome. Just overall econ with never having the game stopping will be fantastic. So that's really good. We'll probably end up ending this run a little bit early here. Actually, yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll worry about that in a little bit here. We have a new season that is about to start for the guilds, which is very exciting. Let's see. So let's see what we got in here. I mean, that seahorse is pretty cute, I guess. I probably won't use it very much, but, it's always good to get everything in here for the coins. Let's see what we got for relics. Attack speeds, S tier. At least A tier. We already own these. We own all those. I'd imagine they're going to have some more coming. At least one, I would imagine, in V29, which is right around the corner at some point. Welcome to Season 10. Get the extra gems, which we need them all because we have the lucky banner currently still going. So yeah, we'll just kind of jump through here. So tournament, let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. So not as much as I thought, but highest placement, still a PB. Fantastic. It was the right battle conditions for me. Also, I want to apologize if my dog's chewing on these bones in the background is loud. It sounds like it's loud, so I imagine you guys can hear it, and I apologize. I'm hoping that it's not extremely bad and I have to re-record this. Nothing's changed much over here. I'm not buying any of these. Damage meter. Free defense I probably should buy, but I'm not going to. I'll catch it on the next one. Because we want to keep all the gems for the lucky banner. And as I was saying here, 12 keys, 8 away from auto restart. That's fantastic. And then so my coins per hour, pretty good, I would say. I mean, before I ever respect, I was only getting almost 50, so I'm not even that far off that. And the other thing is, with the bots, so now it's cheap to get all these unlocks because I just unlocked it, so I've only put 2 clicks into the range. But I'm thinking I might just leave this and push for the bot the bot presets, because that adds an entire dimension to the game. Being able to set a farm setup, a dedicated tournament setup. I mean, quite frankly, you could have two dedicated tournament setups for different battle conditions. You know, you can have an EHP setup, you can have a glass cannon setup. So that adds an entire different dynamic to the game that I would really like to get sooner than later. So, looking forward to that. That's coming up soon. Also, if anybody, just want to add this in, if anybody caught me in the last live stream, I apologize about Moo player crashing. And we ended up having to end the stream a little bit early, so I do apologize about that. It was also brought to my attention that I have a extremely bad delay, so I'm going to try to fix that on the upcoming tournament. I have to go through some settings because I didn't think that I set a delay, so I don't know if it's just a default, but we'll try to adjust that so I can keep up with comments more promptly. I apologize to you that had to wait like a minute and a half for me to respond to your comments. Nothing's changed through here. I just respec it after a tournament, just lock this. I just don't even put levels into stuff that matters. That's just gonna it's gonna just upgrade itself anyway during run. We have the enhancements here. I think this is about the highest I've had this, 1.88. So that's really good. I'm just going to keep kind of pushing into that. So our big thing, and actually we're going to resume this so we can do it together here. Our big thing, and if anybody wants to look a little bit more close at the run stats, we could take a look at that, or maybe we could just take a look at a full run. 202,000 cells per hour, very good. I like these mid 700 golden combos now that we bumped the duration on the GT a little bit. Here's the damage. I don't really look at that much because it is what it is. I don't have a lot of damage, so I should probably start watching how much damage the attack chip does, because I've been thinking about putting more into summon to just get a little bit more econ bump. You know, these aren't bad. Because I don't know. I mean, with the issue of them not attacking fleets, it's like, so what does it actually do? Because now I don't have as much of a problem with bosses as I did, say, like 2 months ago and during tournament. So I'm kind of still undecided about that, because that's the only time I really see that thing go off, is I get a little bit of damage every once in a while to a boss or something. But so I'm thinking about more econ for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. So my big thing that we'd like to do, as you can see, we got what was it, like 300 or 325 stones for 6th place, 350 stones. So it's definitely more than I was expecting, which is fantastic, because we're going to come over here. We've been talking about doing this for a while. We're going to dump a click into there. So I need, what, 2 more clicks to have a permanent swamp? So that's probably like almost 1,500 stones. Yeah, so our big thing that I'm gearing towards, which need some cores. Okay, that's good. That's like awesome. And we got a core. So I need to get enough cores to... I need another Legendary Plus. So I need to get this to Legendary Plus. And I need a few more. So I'll have that soon. And then my thoughts is we will respec. We'll get this to Mythic. And then we will respec it. And we'll turn this into, we'll take a little bit of a hit in the econ, and that will maybe be what makes my decision with the bot, because we'll see how bad the econ losses, with having, you know, substats of only Mythic as opposed to Ancestral. So there's going to be a big sell loss for the Death Waves. And there's going to be a coin loss from the GT stuff. So I think that's going to hurt a good amount. In addition, I'll have the lesser damage reduction. I'll only have a 75% damage reduction. But I don't think that'll be detrimental. If anything, that might be better because once I have auto restart, like my runs are pretty perfect. They're like 11 to 12 hours right now. So it's like I just set the run twice a day. That's, you know, I set it in the morning, I set it at night. That's it. I don't even check the game. So that'll be kind of nice because even if I end up with shorter runs, then I'm not pressed to monitor the game. I can just let the game run. It'll just be restarting. I'll be happy with that. That'll be good. So very close to getting the Mythic Primacy for the farming. Then we're going to respec our Ancestral Primacy for all tournament specs. We're going to go Black Hole, cooldown and duration. I got to crunch the numbers again. And we'll see if we can get the Black Hole to max. I looked a while ago, but I'd have to double check again what with the substats what that brings it down to, because I thought that I might need to still do this click. I'm not positive, but so if I do that, if I remember correctly, I still need to also put excuse me, I need to also put those substats in here. So I would end up having to probably replace those, or I'd replace the Chain Lightning and the Poison Swamp cooldown, I think. I think the stuns from the Inner Landmines, very beneficial. So yeah, that's going to be coming up soon. I'm hoping to go through that with you guys here in the next like week or two. I mean, we should get enough to hopefully just get those core modules. I'm thinking my dogs are like being crazy loud because I hear them so loud, like with my headset. So I'm really hoping they're not like crazy loud. Yeah. So I guess that's a lot of that. Nothing has changed with cards. You can see what I use for farming. It's the exact same thing it's been. Nothing changes really on that unless we have to do like some missions. I'll swap some things. If anybody wants to see here what we're doing with our substats, I'd be more than happy to click on these. Just about 5 million reroll shards. I probably should think about putting the core effect ban back in. I need to do that with the with these as well, because at some point I'm going to want to really try to put some effort into negative mass projector and get that to work. And we'll need the defense percent. I mean, I've burned millions trying to get that. Let me look at these. I don't, and with tournaments, I mean, it depends on the battle conditions, but I mean, I'll use Shrink Ray like in the last tournament because there was mass enforcement. Otherwise, I use Pulsar, or I'll put Astral Deliverance in. And then the only thing I do is I swap Pulsar Harvester with Black Hole Digester. But it'll be interesting to see if Restorative Bonus and Pulsar Harvester together will make a substantial difference. You know, because there are a few factors there. I lose a lot of stuns from the Inner Landmines not being there. They won't be there as often, not having Galaxy Compressor. Deathwave doesn't, I don't think, does very much. However, now that I have, and that was like a battle condition for this last tournament, if I'm not getting as many effect waves off, I won't be stripping as much armor. So that's another possibility of where it could actually be a little bit of a detriment. So it'll be interesting to just see how that plays out. We'll go through all that stuff here in the next month or so when we get the stuff unlocked and do some testing. If anybody didn't see, Giga has retired. I was actually in his last bracket ever, and hit a PB on it. But yeah, Giga has now moved on to another game. A few, basically the Holy Council of EHP, if you will, has now been dissolved. So that's pretty interesting. Understandable though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game, and people move on to other games. They get bored. It's no different than if you get bored of Call of Duty and want to switch to a different game. So, I think that's pretty much most of the updates we need to look at here. I don't think we gotta check the labs here. I think this is pretty much it. So still slowly progressing on defense percent. What's our base now? I think we're still at like 92 something. 92.5. So I mean that was at 92.2 or 3 or whatever, and yeah, 0.3. So man, it's taking a long time to get these clicks. I think I'm only gonna go to like 45 because I gotta imagine these get super long. I mean, if it's just adding like a couple days on every level, so I'll probably get to like 45 and then just quit on it. I don't know. We'll see. Health regen. I keep telling myself I'm gonna slot that out, but it's just getting so close. At this point I might as well just finish it. We're gonna finish battle condition reduction. Now this one. Okay, sorry about that. Battle condition reduction was at 12%. We were talking about possibly rushing that for the last tournament. We did not do that because of the lucky modules. So that was at 12%, so that'll be at 16% for the next tournament. So that'll be really good. An additional 4% off. So that'll help even when there's tougher battle conditions. So looking forward to getting that up to 20%. Coins kill bonus, I don't know, that's going to be a 95 or max probably before I take it out. Health, the labs are still moving pretty good. So I think we'll probably keep that in there till 85. I'd like to maybe try to get it to 90. We'll see, but I'm really eager. I'd really like to slot these swamp labs in, but I gotta just finish these stupid EHP labs. They're taking a long time. They just start taking a long time. I mean, I've made like no progress on this in like a month. I don't know. So that's pretty much that, guys. As far as updates, as far as clicks here, what I do with my coins, I got a couple farm runs done. Boom. That's it. That's all you really need to do. I wouldn't do that necessarily if I needed a little bit more for the labs, but these aren't going to finish ASAP, so that's good. Next run will have hopefully a little bit more coins per hour, so pretty good. I mean, consistently going up. Yeah, we were back at 31. Oh no, that one I ended early, I think. Yeah, so we were like about 32, now we're up to 35, so cruising along. So I wanted to look at I want to pull up Rend for you guys. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Okay, there we go. So Rend, awesome app. And let's see what we can basically look at here. I mean, there's just so much information. So it's not quite updated yet. I thought I have it set to update every 12 hours. I don't know how to do like a force update. Okay, probably re-import, but anyway, I'll have to look at that later. It's definitely, like I said, there's a lot going on here. So, I mean, they got graphs, charts, calculations, everything you could possibly want. So if you're extremely analytical, this is the exact app that you should use. Highly recommend it. It's a little overkill for me personally. And, you know, I will say this, I think there are some factors that are where I think you could just have a little bit more basic information, because at the end of the day, a lot of things are changing for a lot of people. And, like, for instance, me, I tanked the economy to go and get more keys. So it's a little deceiving. But, I mean, it's definitely nice to see where your stuff's coming from, all in one place. However, I will say that TechTree has done a great job adding more information to the tower, because when I started playing a year ago, I mean, it was extremely basic. Extremely basic. So, this is what we got going on here, guys. I mean, you can do bar graphs, line graphs, a little bit of everything. So, and I don't really do as much as you probably could, and it's like, there is definitely some stuff that you need to, like, kind of maintain. Like, I really want to figure out how to efficiently use the, like, lab planner to coordinate time. But I do think that one of the coolest things is you can see how long it will take to max out a lab, and that'll also take into account your speed that you're using. So, like, for instance, let's find defense percent on here. I was just when we were talking earlier, I was just questioning how long it would take to finish that. So it's going to take 100 days to finish that. I mean, that's absolutely insane, and that's accounting for a 5-speed boost. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous that 10 levels of a lab are going to take you a third of a year almost. So there will be some rushing through there, because nobody's going to actually do that. But yeah, I mean, I would say that that's probably the ultimate feature of this coins kill bonus. We got 20 days on that. The ones that we have, and let's look at battle condition reduction. Battle condition reduction, that's way at the bottom probably, right? Yeah, only 19 and a half days. So, there's a lot of stuff you can do through here, guys. Very interesting. A lot of stuff. So, yeah, check that out. Definitely props for making this. I mean, it's an outstanding setup. So, guys, I think that'll just about finish it up. I really appreciate you watching. I'm hoping that as I listen back to this, it's not all jacked up. Hoping that it's not too disturbing for you guys, and you're able to grab the information that you were looking for today. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.